It was definitely challenging. I had spent many years watching Coach Aubrey do things great and then tried to learn as much as I could to prepare myself for the role of head coach. And then with COVID-19, a lot of those things that I had learned didn't matter or weren't the most pressing part of it. So it was really rough for me, especially to not be able to assess how good or bad I was doing as a coach, because there were so many outside factors controlling us. So that was the hardest part for me, is I couldn't really find a measurement of what was good, what was bad when we, say, scheduled a game 7 hours before tip-off. So those things were really hard, but I think we grew a lot from it, and I'm thankful for that. And I keep last year's schedule up in the office just as a reminder of that time and those challenges that we had last season. For me, I recruit basketball players. I don't try to get a specific role necessarily. I want a good ball handler, I want good post players, I want good basketball players is the main thing. So I think we can be pretty dynamic depending on who we match up against in certain scenarios. We have some strong post play and paint presence that we'll have. We also have solid guard play. So we're really going to, I guess, flex our style of play around who we're matched up against. But we're going to have a lot of slashing. We have a lot of great length. I'd say we may press a little more this year than we have in past years, but we're going to utilize our length and athleticism, which we have a significant amount of this year. I'll list 3. So first of all, Jenkins Sophomore. She was first team all-conference last year, freshman of the year, and she's just a sophomore. She's continuing to get better. She's one of our hardest workers, and it's going to be fun to see what she does. Now she'll have a lot of great defenders on her because they know what she can do, but I'm really excited to see what she does and how she continues to get even better. Next, Lily Griffith. She's a great leader, great teammate. The energy she brings is so critical. She was our second leading scorer last year. She has become a better passer. She's become a better rebounder. Those little things that we ask players to do, she's found ways over the past couple years to add those to her game. So it's pretty cool that she's now a rebounding guard. She's a good passer, which wasn't necessarily part of her game a couple years ago. So her desire to grow and get better is fantastic, and she wants to keep doing that as a senior. And then Haley Padgett, she's our center. She had a really rough year last year in reality because of an injury, and it's so great to see her back. I don't think she was sure if she would ever really be back all the way, and it looks like she is, so we're so excited to see her be able to bring it in the paint as a boarder and a scorer. Key newcomers, we brought in a solid class, really high IQ class, which is fantastic. 2 that I'll hit on. One is Christy Gallia. We got her from Alderson Brodus D2. She wanted to come here actually because of academics, which is outstanding, but she's going to be a big contributor, point guard, 2 guard. Love her intensity on the court. She's going to be really fun to watch. And then we also have Lauren Longmire out of Granger County High School, so she's a freshman that we expect to make an impact, and we're just trying to get her caught up to the speed of college basketball as quick as we can. It's always competitive. I've been part of this league for 11 years now, and it gets more and more and more competitive every year. So we know we have some tough competition. We're ready to bring it, but I know that we're going to have some tough games, and there's no nights you can take off in this conference. For us, the reality is we always want to be top 3 in the conference. That's how you move forward to that national level competition. So that's what our desire is. Obviously, we did not have a great season last year. Can't blame all of that on COVID, of course, but the growth that we got from that, the development that we got from young players in last year's season makes me really excited for what we can do at the conference level this year.